everybody, XDR here with GamerFusion.com and Pioneer Gaming, and we're back with some more Shadowrun Dragonfall. Let's get this going, guys. We had lost Monika back at the place, and we fought a guy with a big-ass chain gun. So now we're in some kind of subway station, sewer area. I don't do anything here. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go up the steps here. We've got all our people with us. Alright, looks like we got some new people. If you step aside in the squalor of the disused U-Bahn tunnel gives way to the warmth of your safe house. Man waits inside, silhouetted against the dim fluorescent lighting. I love how it tells, like, whenever you know, it tells like a story, and it almost feels like you're role-playing. Like, it actually does RPG elements. This is something like if you were playing D&D, how a DM would read this stuff off to you. I love that about games like this. I mean, it's so enjoyable, and that's why I love D&D. Something bad has happened, hasn't it? He steps forward, revealing a pale expressionless face, light glinting off his steel-rimmed glasses. Paul Emsel, your team's fixer and landlord. Part deal-maker, part information broker, one of the most well-connected men in Berlin. His eyes sweep across the team as he takes it all in. The grim faces, the hard stares, Eager's fury, Monika's absence. I had a feeling. How did she? His face has gone ashen. He swallows, takes a moment to chew on the words before spitting them out. How did it happen? Like if I had decking level 2, I could actually know, but something in the vault security system got her while she was jacked in. It was over in an instant. I've seen Monika hit black ice before, I guess. Before this was something worse. Glory nods, her emotions robotic and spare. Monika died of a biofeedback-induced stroke. That's right. Iger thrusts a gloved finger into your chest, and this idiot stood by and let it happen. That's bullshit, Iger. You weren't even in the room. Shove her hand away. Put me again, I dare you. More, let it happen. She jacked in, she screamed, and she seized. By the time she saw it, she was in trouble. It was already too late. Let's just ignore it. Yeah, because you never bothered learning what to look for. Muscle contractions and micro-tremors are a good indicator of a decker in distress. I'm assuming you didn't have anyone keeping an eye out for those. No, if you had, my friend wouldn't be lying dead in a basement. Oh, shove off, Iger. We were all on the lookout for physical security. Slayer XTR included. Throwing him under the bus isn't going to help anything. Their bus is exactly where he belongs. Iger turns to face Dietrich. She towers over him, but he stands his ground. I respect you, Dietrich. You know that, but you don't have my training. None of you have. Monika was good. She was the best, right? But she was also overconfident. She treated the job like it was a game. Do that long enough and you're going to get burned. And she obviously got burned more than what she thought. Burned. Her brain was cooked into like a little mush. Iger turns her focus back to you. If you'd been paying attention, you'd have figured all of this out on your own by now. You've known that Monika needed watching as much as that door. Enough, Iger. Emsel's voice is hoarse, his expression breaking enough. Iger pushes ahead, heedless of the interruption. Her voice remains measured, but there's fire in her eyes. How many seconds pass between Monika's first convulsion and her plug getting pulled in? 4 or 5? Do you know how much damage biofeedback can do to a decker's brain in 5 seconds? You don't have to answer that. Of course you know. Monika died while you stood there and watched. This is all your... That is enough, he says. Emsel's voice comes out in a roar, and his fist smashes down on his desk behind him. Iger, you and Slayer can have it out later, but I've had enough. We need to talk action. Our client sent you into something much bigger than he'd led us to believe. I want to know why. Right there with you. This was supposed to be a milk run. Sure was. Payback isn't the only reason why we need to find him. We saw something back there, something that we weren't supposed to see. It's fair to assume that we're all still in danger. He pauses, rubs his temples. Agreed, and to neutralize that danger, we need to know what we are dealing with. Let us review the events that transpired tonight. The smallest detail could be important, so hold nothing back. The estate was just front for whatever was going on in the basement. After everything went to hell, we were confronted by an orc in military-grade armor. Monika lived long enough to say a name. First show wing, she fought hard to tell us. It must be important. Emsel seems taken aback. He pauses for a moment before responding. The fire wing? This is unexpected. You'll have to forgive me that this brings back many unpleasant memories. Glory raises an eyebrow. Fire wing? Death wing. Dun dun dun. I don't know. I'm just joking. I don't know the most terrible of the great dragons. There are those who would disagree, but they never experience the terror of living in her shadow. He glances at Glory. You are far too young to remember her, of course. But for Germans of my generation, the name Furster Swing is synonymous with chaos, destruction, and death. So Deathwing, yeah, that works. Oh, I just skipped. Oh no, can I go back? Shit. I skipped the part I didn't mean to. Amsel takes a deep breath, slowly releases it. There is a haunted look in his eyes. Those were dark days. Countless men, women, and children were slaughtered, roasted alive in their homes by a creature of legend. No hope for salvation and no end in sight. It was a horror that you cannot begin to understand. What stopped her? I can't imagine that a rampaging dragon would just go away on its own. Eventually, the Firewing was brought down by a man named Dr. Adrian Vauclair, while with the help of the Luwafa, of course, but it was an experimental weapon designed by Dr. Vauclair that finally pierced her hide. She fell in a hail of bullets and rocket fire and crashed down in the radioactive wasteland of the SOX. This event was called the Dragonfall. Now we know where we got its name. Safe at last from the Dragon's Wrath, Germany celebrated Vauclair as a hero. Our own Siegfried, a modern-day dragon slayer. My own family practically worshipped the man. That's pretty dangerous. The Dragonfall was an important event as you make it out to be. I'm surprised that I'd never heard of it. Those early years of the Awakening were traumatic here, not just on a national level, but on a global scale. New species of the awakened animals were being discovered daily. Within 2 years of the Dragonfall, active use of magic had returned to the world, a new source of terror for bewildered public, and in 2021, the sudden emergence of orcs and trolls gave rise to another wave of global panic. In light of such turmoil, is it any surprise that Dr. Vauclair and the Firewing were forgotten? Dragons were yesterday's news. Again, all of this happened decades ago. To the best of my knowledge, the Dragonfall is a bit of a historical trivia and nothing more. Alright, so Monika spent her dying breath trying to tell us about something that happened 42 years ago. Something involving a dead dragon. Igor sweeps her eyes across the group, searching for a glimmer of insight. Finally, she gives up. Any of this to why? Hemsel's voice trembles with frustration. No, it doesn't make any more sense. To me than it does to you. The Dragonfall is ancient history, but there's one more thing that I do know. Whatever Monika saw, whatever she was trying to tell us, it was important, as he put in asterisks. He visibly struggles to calm himself, takes a deep breath, then slowly releases it. I will look into this and I will find answers. In the meantime, turn up anything else of value. Yeah, we'll talk about the orc in military grade armor. Appear to be head of security. That is not much to go on. Do any details about this orc come to mind? Any distinguishing features I can look into? He was an older guy, for one. From the sound of his voice, I'm guessing mid to late 40s, pretty old for an orc. And he had skin grafts. Most of his face looked like replacement material. If the grafts came from a legitimate hospital, then maybe medical records. That's true. That is something I will see what I can find out. Did you know anything else during the run that may be of value? The estate was just a front for whatever was going on in the basement. That much is clear. Now, that was a waste of time, say. It wasn't a minor enterprise either. The facility took serious funds to build. In time, there was more to it than we saw. Places like that don't spring up overnight. And all in secret. I doubt the owners, whoever they may be, are too pleased by your escape. What else did you find? That's all we have got. It's not much. It is thin. I disagree, or I agree. A basement, middle-aged orc with skin grafts, and a long-forgotten world event. Wait, we're still missing something. Who paid for this run? You haven't said a thing about our client yet, Paul. Are you holding out on us? Whoever sent us knew what we were talking into. I won't say that one. No, I'm not holding out on you. I'm tired and I'm frustrated. I'm already missed Monika. I bet he does. But he taps that ass. That's probably what happens. Takes a moment. I did not think to mention our employer because I did not set up the job. Monika did. I wonder. I told her not to take this run, but she assured me it would be a cakewalk. Monika was approached recently by a man who calls himself Green Winters. He used to be a prominent activist in the F-State political scene. I never much liked the man. I certainly never trusted him. Well, now you have more reasons not to trust him there, buddy. But Monika, she would do anything for her cause, anything for the Flux State. Winters swore that the data he was after was crucial to ensuring the future stability of the Flux. And that was all it took. We need to track down Monika's client, press him for information. Yeah. Most definitely. It's clear that Green Winters has evolved us in something much larger than he led Monika to believe. When he finds out what happened on the run, he's probably going to grab it. We need to chase him down before that happens. So we need information, and we need it fast. There's a man here in the Grusa Bazaar, a Turk named Altug Baragazi. He owns a little soka shop just down the way called Cafe Kazivi. A lot of names that are really hard to say. This man is also a purveyor of information. I have done business with him from time to time. And you think he would know something about Green Winters? Maybe. Hamzel nods. When I discovered Monika's renewed association with Green Winters, I contacted Altug. One of his people has been keeping tabs on Winters ever since. So I said I did not trust the man. For good reason. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. For good reason, I think. Very well. Tell him I sent you. I will do what I can to dig into the information that you have uncovered already, sparse through though it may be. Oh, right. What is this? Who is this guy? We got a puppy. Oh, it's Dante. Oh, that's badass. All right, Devil May Cry fans. What do you think about that? That's awesome. You start towards the safe house door. A large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monika's dog, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging down low. Oh shit, Dante. Don't worry, boy, we'll look after you. He started whimpering about an hour ago, turned into a full-blown howl, wouldn't stop, Cat. Closes his eyes. That's when I realized something bad had happened. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence, sadness. He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you. Scratch behind his ears. Leans into you and looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg. Guess the dog is going with you, Slayer. Yeah, I figured I'm a very good. Well, perhaps a part of Monika lives on in Dante. Return to the safe house when you're finished with Altag, my mind friend. With a little luck, he can help us look at Green Winters, and we can get to the bottom of this. And now I think we should all take a moment for Monika. All right. Well, let's go ahead and talk to each people, and I think we're gonna. Let's see. Dietrich turns his head at your approach. His aged face is traced. I'm not going to read all this stuff about what they do. So, Sarah, welcome. I've got a bottle of Snops that needs sharing. We've got a fond comrade to drink to. I'm going to refuse. You drink to Monika. I have a job to focus on. Fair enough, boss. You go ahead and focus. I'm going to drink to our fallen friend. Let me ask you a question, Slayer. What made you choose to come to Berlin? I had my reasons. Such as, come on, boss. The run went bad, my team paid the price. Went bad, huh? Like the run we just came back from? Worse, I was the only survivor. That's rough, friend. How did it happen? My team fought like hell and we took the ambushes down, but we all got shot up and I was the only one who survived. I fought my way out. My team bought the farm, but they couldn't kill me. Through the timely arrival of some very well-armed friends. Fought my way out. Well, good for you, I suppose. Too bad for your teammates, though. So after all this went down, you decided to bail out of the Roperex and head to Berlin. Am I getting that right? More or less. Wasn't much left for me in the Ruthworks, and Monika made me hell an offer. And nah, yes, Monika. It all comes back to our girl, doesn't it? Yeah, but I always with that never been much with boundaries. All the same, I'd like to get it every time. I wasn't intending to get to know me better, but it's too late to ask her in person. We were very close. I'm just lying my ass off. Figured as much, not from anything you or Monika said. I just had my suspicion. Well, anyway, good on you both. She was a wonderful woman. I hope that your time together was happy. It was. I don't remember. So we can just kind of make shit up, so that's kind of cool. Don't matter about the storyline. Oh well. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time, and the bottle's almost empty. Thanks for taking the time to talk. For what it's worth, I'm happy you're here with us. Rest in peace, Monica. We'll miss you, girl. It's sad. It really is. It's telling a real sad story. Let's talk to this girl here. Igor glares at you and you can taste the bile in her stare. She clearly still blames you for Mikanika's death. Something I can do for you, fearless leader? You're wrong about me and I tend to prove it. Best of luck with that slide now. Please, leave me alone. There's something else I want to say. You owe me an apology. You have no right to call me out like that from the team. You want to step away from me, Slayer XR, right now? Not just yet. Because I'm a dick. Alright. Don't push me on this, Slayer. One of these days we're going to hash this out. You can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends, but it won't be today. Alright, Iger. Yeah, for now, fearless leader. Do us both a favor, take the hint and go away. I like you. You're very... I love how awesome you make me feel. Come on, let's talk. Gloria's beautiful in a wastrous sort of way. Her features are almost elvish and their delicacy... It ain't delicacy, but there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling. What's more unsettling is her chrome. Gloria's rocking a heavy loadout of cyberware. From head to toe, she looks to be composed more of plastic and metal than skin and bones. And shadows... It's just descriptions of her. Slayer XTR, can I help you? Hey, I have a question for you, Gloria. The personal kind. I'm not the big on sharing sport, personal reasons, you understand, I'm sure. If you ever want to run with me again, why don't you? I still want to talk to you. Two questions, but do it quick. I have things to do. You're a young woman. You can't have started yelling in the shadows with all that chrome. Here we go. It's cheap. It gets the job done. End of discussion. Fair enough. Well, never mind. We'll talk about this later. Nothing right now. So yourself. A lot of the story you can go for yourself. I'm just doing a walkthrough of the game. Can't really do anything here. Anything in here? I want to go in each room and try to find stuff really quick. That looks like panties or something right there. I don't know what that is. They look kind of odd. So let's talk to this guy. No, not yet. Then please continue working. We need to find that man. Okay. Oh, I'm going to be going out on my own, it looks like. Alright, well, we got Dante. We got some other people, some chats we can do. Lane. Alright, guys, I think I'm going to end this here. I don't have much time for making these parts extremely long. Let me know in the comments down below and stuff if you want me to keep following into the story, or if you want me to just skip all the commentary period. It's all up to you guys. I kind of want to try to keep up with the not the commentary, but the story. Just in case you guys can't afford the game, you just kind of want to see the game for yourself and see what it's all about, then I can keep up with the story. It's no problem to me. Just let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like and make sure if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'm going to do one more of these for the day, so you'll see these up sometime later today. Even when once you hear this, you're going to see them anyway. So what am I saying? So I hope you guys enjoy this. This is Slayer XTR with GamerFusion.com, empowering your gaming. And until next time, guys, I'm signing out.